Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Oh my god, it's so scary! If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. She might be heading to a different place than Mary James. Right. There was a hole here. It's gone now. You know, starting to think, might be something wrong with this town. I don't know. It's a vague, subtle vibe I keep getting. Yeah, it is pretty dark at night. I've noticed that. Sure, von Falkenstein, the graphics are better and worse. It seems to be pretty polished. They put a lot of effort into making sure the game retains a lot of its janky weirdness. And I actually just said this in Discord, but it's telling that the 4 best Bethesda games that came out in the last however many years were all not by Bethesda. No, I tried earlier, Cordude. It's sad, but it's true. Okay, we're really locked in here. I think it really wants us to go into the bar. I must have missed something in the bar. I mean, everything was indicating go into here. In case you're wondering, by the way, the full list there is Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, and the Obsidian Remaster. As I pointed out in my Discord, even funnier than that, because Fallout 76 was only bad when Bethesda was working on it, aka leading up to launch. The moment they handed it off to the other studio, it started becoming a better game. Pretty much immediately. I have to admit, the lack of mod support is very eyebrow-raising. So, by memory, I actually rather enjoy Fallout 3. In fact, for the longest time, I had to deal with, let's call them extremely toxic assholes, who insisted that Fallout 3 had killed their dogs. Because, you know, I had the audacity to actually enjoy Fallout 3. I do. Or at least, the last time I played it, I enjoyed it. Now, I've never reviewed it. So, we'll see. I am actually looking forward to more of the BRPGs to see how they line up someday. What's the significance of it, Juno Joker? Now, that's an odd statement. Are you one of those weird anti-mod people? Do you think mods are the devil? Do you have a non-functioning brain? We here at the Lore Walkers can help. So Oblivion, and indeed Bethesda games in general, tend to be extremely pro-mod, to the point where it's one of their biggest selling points and has been for years. So mod support means the developers and the game itself support mods. We have actually gotten into a pretty precise way of describing that nowadays. So there's... hang on. Sexy nurse. Sexy nurse. So, let's see. There's... I actually wrote this down just to standardize it. But we've got depth of modding that's available. Ease of accessibility of actually installing and using mods. And then the depth of the tools that they give to the players. So, for example... something like the original Oblivion got a triple positive in mod kits because they literally give you the developers' toolkits to make mods with. That's really high mod support. Something like Oblivion also got very high mod depth because you can mod Oblivion to hell and back just like Skyrim will. Accessibility, not as good. I don't think it actually got any positives on that front. I'm not sure if we've actually covered a 9 positive modding game yet. I'm not even sure there is such a thing. Maybe Factorio? I don't know, I'll have to think about that. That's why we double tap. Right there. That's exactly why we double tap. Anyways. Yeah, Bethesda is sitting on 2 rather lucrative IPs with had tons of popular appeal. You'd think that would be a pretty easy sell to make money with, but whatever.
Hello? Anyone there?
Or perhaps you're a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. Key is in the park, at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. So, let me use a specific example, because it's always easier to explain with examples. Oblivion has really good mod support. It is one of the most mod-friendly support games out there. It's right up there with something like Skyrim, or, again, the aforementioned Factorio. Baldur's Gate 3 is also extremely pro-mod support. In fact, I think Baldur's Gate 3 would be a full 9 positives to mods, now that I'm thinking about that. So there you go, there's an example of 9. So I've been going by handwriting, Dakota. I think these notes have been all from the same person, but I'm not 100% sure who that person is yet. Anyways, that's mod support. The developers have done something to go out of their way to try and make sure that you have the ability to mod the game and to make it very mod friendly. Now, something like, say, Doom is kind of interesting. There was a wrench there. Thank you. I didn't even point that out. I didn't even notice that. I was expecting it to be somewhere like in the original game. Doom is very mod friendly, but doesn't do anything to really support mod development until recently, in which case they did a whole re-release and gave more dev kit out. But you get the point, right? But then there's something like Dragon Age Inquisition, a game with plenty of mods, dozens of mods, which has no mod support whatsoever. In fact, has gone out of its way to be deliberately mod hostile over the course of its existence. Something like Dragon Age Inquisition has no mod support. In fact, it has anti-mod support. Does that make sense? When it comes to mod support, the significance is not whether or not we have overcome the hassles, detriments, and barriers the developers have put in our way in order to mod their games. Mod support is about how much the developers have reached out to us to make their game more mod-friendly. Paradox games tend to be pretty pro-mod as well. Like, I'd say, like, off the top of my head, like a triple, a double, and a single in that order. Like, we gave Crusader Kings 3 quite a few. And Stellaris would get pretty much the same ones, I would say. Okay, so we have the wrench. Let's head to the park, I guess. Are we still in the other world? Oh no, I think we're not. Because the ground doesn't look rusty. Hey! We're back in Silent Hill. As opposed to Silent Hell. The door that wakes in darkness. Oh, hang on. Rust. We're back to Rust. Also, no tools released due to Joker. Put very, very simply, if we ever review Oblivion R, it will get 0 positives for mod support. Which is a shame, because Oblivion got, like, 6, I want to say. And, again, it's a bit of a shame because regardless of the score, which nobody cares about except for me, the fact is that Bethesda games have been known for being very pro-modding. Like, from the beginning, really. At the very least, since Morrowind. So, like, for them to suddenly switch their mind on that, hello. Nope. We're good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, Bethesda is actually cool with Skyblivion. Which I know you're thinking, yeah, but actually that's more rare than you'd think. As a reminder, Bethesda actually has been not only pro Skyblivion, they actually sent the Skyblivion team free copies of Oblivion R, just for the PR of it. Now, don't mistake me, they did that for PR, but the point is, you'd be surprised how few companies are that openly mod-friendly. High off the deeper end. So all of that is kind of why it's just weird that Oblivion R is just not. It's a weird asterisk. Especially since it's in Unreal. Unreal's a pretty modular engine. We have a pretty good idea of how to mod Unreal at this point. So, huh?
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember.
Yeah, it's all on fire.
I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama. She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
My patient buried it here. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now I offer you the key. If you still don't want to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your soul. Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think she was seeing there? In fact, if you're paying careful attention to the camera work, it wasn't super obvious, but several times she was looking pretty much right over his shoulder. Probably at something behind him. Now, that's presumptive, but it does make me wonder if other people literally cannot see the monsters of other people's Silent Hills at all. What Jesse's Mask says is true. Kennex Cow also mentioned something related to that. It's entirely possible that if a game adds mod support further down the line, like with Baldur's Gate 3, then yeah, we would go back and add the mod support positives. And it's entirely possible that they might decide to add an engine kit or an in-game launcher for mods or whatever, and that would qualify as mod support and gain additional positives. Yet another reason why, and this is actually a fairly recent policy change, we try not to play games at launch unless they're games that are unlikely to be patched. I still regret playing Baldur's Gate 3 at launch, not because it was an unworthwhile game or because of anything else, but because we basically have to play the entire game over because it is functionally a different game now. And yeah, same with Andromeda. Andromeda was pretty different at launch versus the way we played through it. And Cyberpunk, yep, another example of that. Games like those, it's just going to slowly become standard policy to kind of push those down the line. Even if it somehow magically got funded today, I'd be like, well, we'll sit on that for a bit. So, at the moment, Von Falkenstein, we are currently going through the Underdark in our co-op campaign. On Super Hard. To explain what I mean by that, we're playing on Tactician, and we have a mod to make it even harder. It's much better, like I said. It is a vastly improved game. Maybe it's honor mode? Whatever the hardest difficulty is, and then a mod on top of that. Whatever that is. Yeah, Stellaris is another good example of that. Although Stellaris is kind of an asterisk. Yeah, exactly hazardous. Exact situation. Is it too easy that we had to mod it? No, but like we happen to be people who like tactical games, and Larian is kind of the best at that at the moment. So shrug. I mean, I like playing DOS 2 on super hard too. Although in DOS 2, a lot of that boils down to trying to use the environment just right. Anyways. Exactly, Ikitclaw. Like, if Super Mario Wonder comes out tomorrow, and, you know, it gets funded tomorrow, there's no real reason to push that one back. They're not going to patch up Super Mario Wonder, right? Oh, I've been committed to that for a while, Judo Joker. It's why I'm charging double for the re-review. For those of you not aware, anytime this has actually been policy for a few years now. Anytime any game after the Oblivion line is, for whatever reason, added to the list for an audit run, I charge straight up double, just over the top. Because that's, I don't even feel the need to explain that. That is time we could be spending playing anything else, instead of a game we've already played through. Hello, Czar. One moment. So every audit run we've ever done has been charging double. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, the 3, I think, Mega Man games we did. Stuff like that. All of that's double. Been double. It's obviously a little bit cheaper to do for something like Mario or Mega Man. Same concept, though. So Persona 5's an asterisk, because Persona 5 was before the Oblivion line, so it doesn't get double charged. So here's my non-analytical reason why I didn't enjoy Elementalist in Guild Wars 2. It felt like I had to jump through a bunch of hoops to do the same thing everyone else could do. And it wasn't enjoyable for me to constantly have to use the function keys just to play my class. Come on, save. Okay, whatever. Now, I haven't really analyzed that, but, like, that's the off-the-cuff answer. That's true, Jesse's Mask. I wasn't clear about the fact that Ocarina and Majora's were charged double. And I was kind of doing that on purpose because I wanted to be a surprise that we were covering them at all. But they were there, and I did charge double for them. There's that ship that sank. Oh shoot, we haven't found the trivia question thing yet, have we? Oh my god, it's... Oh, right. Well, that's a little bit more obvious. Yep. Pyramid Head. Yeah, that was in the original too, although a little bit less drawn attention to. That would be terrible hazardous. Although I'm not sure what a platinum run would be different from a normal run. You'd have to clarify. There's the director of the Brookhaven Hospital, the guy who went cray-cray. Back in the hospital. Cool! I am never going back there. Frickin' puzzle cow. You want me to spring for it, Mr. Red? I don't mind. Yeah, this is, lovely right here. No, I don't mind, Mr. Red. Call it a thank you for the run that I can't afford to pay you for anyways. I'm doing okay enough to swallow that. And that way you don't have to think about it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. I'm already committed. Boom, done. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Any of you out there have choice paralysis or know someone who has choice paralysis? I have the opposite of that. It takes me extremely little time to make a decision. Okay, now I gotta figure out which of these is you. Oh, here we go. This one. Oop. There you go. Hopefully this should cover it, Mr. Red. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. Done. Hope she enjoys it. I will admit, if it's a choice I don't care about, I have a pre-baked way to deal with that. Wait, you have a Star Trek question, Ross? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Ross, I accuse you of being a demon. I think it's on the frozen list, Active, but it's there. How much does it cost for one person to run? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that is a very... Why that number, late of all? Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry. Correct, Zactav. It's still there, though. Oh, wow. Audit run. 770 hours. Oof. Well, hang on. I've got the document loading. Because I don't have, you know, those formulas memorized. Prisoner C221. Toluca Prison. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be great. A place that's dingy and nasty without even being in the other world. Fantastic. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, it could be. Alright, hang on. So let's assume that Oblivion R, which just got added to the list, is magically 1,540 hours. That would cost you $650,000. Now, you know what amuses me most about that? That's less than I thought it would be. Remember, you can pick 3 things, Actaft. Mr. Ed, listen, I'm so sorry, Mr. Ed. I don't have 650 grand to give you right now. Yeah, no, I was expecting that too, Blade Taval. But here we are. 1 second. I need to do a quick paperwork thing. Give me a second. There we go. 4 on the dot. Zach Taft. CT 2801. So that's going towards Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. And then Mercenaries 2 and Mirror's Edge. You got it. Thank you for being part of the show, Zach Taft. I do appreciate you. Even though I don't always respond, it's usually just because I'm distracted. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I feel it. I can smell this prison. I can taste this prison. Oh, yeah, this is great. I think so, yeah, Cordoon, off the top of my head. Like, kind of a knee-jerk answer there. Worst type of object to be repurposed into a prison. A car. There's no getting comfortable in a car, not for long terms of time. It's too narrow. There's nowhere you can just lay down or rest out or relax. And you're always going to be constrained and closer. You can't stand up. You can't lay down. There's always something jabbing you in a side somewhere. No bathroom. Yeah, nothing. Nothing there. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose this death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. Yep. Oh, and by the way, totally not pyramid heads there. Anyways, and you're welcome, Benerith. I'm just glad it went without any issues, you know. Because I know you were concerned for reasons separate than what I was concerned about. Yeah, no, this place is messed. Worst type of building to get repurposed into a prison. Okay, that's a little bit different. I stand by the car answer, though. No, James, back away. No, back away from... James. Oh, my God. Buddy? Do I think Riker makes the same choice to stay in the Enterprise after Best of Both Worlds if Earth wasn't post-scarcity? If rank meant a monetary benefit? Yes. And honestly, for some of the same reasons that I think Federation Builder mentioned. Being a captain's nice and all, and does come with better pay. But for the career, for the prestige, for being able to look back and say, hey, check out all those medals, check out all those marks on my record. I mean, come on. Oil rig's pretty bad, which is funny, because I've seen several horror games set on an oil rig. Yeah, did you notice that? It took 3 inputs to be like, you sure? Oh, hey, look, it's the well. How do we get out of here? No negative for this nonsense. I'm not sure James's brain still works. I don't blame you, Minerva. I am sorry for whatever that's worth. Which is, of course, nothing. Yeah, no one in horror has ever heard of horror. Yeah, this feels safe to walk around in. Yeah, James is not capable of bravery because he does not understand fear. Does a coal mine count hazardous? Yeah, that's the other world. I think we're still in the other world. Or we're blending into it, one of the two. Think about this. Just don't think about it. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I have no map at all down here. James. James! Oh, just look at this jump for a second. Really look at this jump. I don't know if you guys know this. If you drop about 10 feet, which is not a lot. It's basically, if you look up, it's like the floor to the ceiling. If you drop about 10 feet and land badly, you will destroy your legs and or knees. That's... yeah. That's horrific. James! The town's like, okay, let's reinforce his leg. Thank you, Judo Joker. You still get to put that towards up to 3 games, if you'd like to. Oh, dude, superhero landings are particularly funny / impressive, specifically because a superhero landing will destroy your knees. That's actually why it's called the superhero landing. For those of you not aware, back in the day, the whole point behind the superhero landing was to demonstrate that they are superhuman, that they can land that way. It got popularized by Blade, of all things, back in the 90s, and nowadays it's just kind of default. But the whole point is, they can do that. Oh, hey, Age of Mythology R is on sale. Oh, for God's sakes. 1 second, please. Also, congrats, W21 GSS. We're not there yet, but soon, hopefully. There we go. Rolling can help. That's... although, it's also possible to roll badly. 1, 2... oh yeah, we're dead. I once jumped off, and this was so stupid of me. I once jumped off of the top step of a gymnasium. Oh, what do you call it? The chairs, the seating, because they were retracted, and I was up top, and I was just getting down, and I don't know, I felt like flexing or something, and thankfully, yeah, the bleachers, thankfully. Thankfully, by this point in time, I had already started doing things like judo and taekwondo, so I understood how to roll, because otherwise, there's a decent chance I would have lost my legs doing that. I still think it's one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life. Don't do that. By the way, I think we're officially in the other world if we weren't already. not sure we ever left. Alright, so Mercenaries 2. Splinter Cell. And Mr. Red's choice. Yeah, but like, look at the rust. I don't know, this could be normal rust. Yeah, how you land is a huge amount of how much damage you're going to take from that.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and pow.
Eddie?
Still the breath.
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. Just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
He's also sitting right now.
Hey,
The corpse.
I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Jesus Christ! Ah!
You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
That was horrifying! Oh my god! Yeah, no, that's actually terrifying. My favorite part was the part where the guy, he went quiet. Eddie just went quiet, and there's this really, really, really slow, like a solid 10, 15 second transition from staring at James, processing that James is there, realizing what he said, thinking about what to do, and then slowly turning into the grin, right? Like, it just, you could see so many layers going on in his face, as it was all just motion capture on his face of just... You should see the look on your face. Like, oh my god! And yeah, obviously, I mean, first of all, he's clearly shot in the back. Second of all, he's got the white crap all over him. So either he's been here for a while, or that's a little bit of the ice peeking in. Do you notice the icicles? Yeah, the frost, exactly. That's interesting. I don't think that was in the original. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If it was, I didn't notice it. Checking some. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's the only place that's frozen. Huh. Yeah, probably not actually a real person, to be honest. I think I agree, Mr. Red. They were doing a really good job with Eddie in this version. Wow. I'm going to also add one for the voice actor. Thank you, PB Good Fate. Always and ever. And give me a moment, I'll go see what you put that towards. Of all people to do an Heir to the Empire movie, why would you have Dave Filoni do it? Also, considering that won't actually fit within the AU at all. Dude, Eddie is, yeah. Like, Maria's kind of an interesting sideways transition. I personally think James is a lot better. The kid is better. I guess that's actually it. That's everybody. Oh, right. And the character we don't think about. Dealer's choice. You got a PB Good point. PB Good Fate. Thank you very much again. But Eddie is just, he's a jump up in quality. Like, it's several of the others are kind of, eh. This one is, whoa. Who? PB Good Fate? I don't know who that is, sorry. Do I think Eddie could have his own Leave ending? I mean, honestly, no. Like based on this version specifically, I would say no. He was gone the first time we met him. The second time, he was already fully in denial, and the town had already gotten to him. Really contrast James, who was still actively trying to find Laura, when Eddie was just, you know, licking the ice cream in the theater with like this gormless, mindless, I'm already dead to the world expression going on, right? Like, no, I don't think Eddie could have ever, this Eddie could have ever broken out of here. Rifle rounds. They still haven't found him, since he had the cabinet key. We should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the visitor's checkpoint. Secure the rifle before it falls in the wrong hands. So, at least in this version of Silent Hill, the place, the physical place, it's a mirror. The only things you have here are whatever you bring with you, right? To quote Star Wars a bit badly. In other words, the only way to get out is to have nothing left that the town can use against you. Now, whether the town's doing that on purpose because it's some form of purgatory, or whether it's just the nature of the town, in other words, if you don't give the town any weapons, it can't hurt you, that's up to your interpretation. But either way, if you reach a point of truly accepting yourself and what you've done, then the town has nothing else. It can't hurt you anymore. It's got nothing. So you can leave. That's the whole point of the Leave ending back in the original, was that James accepted that he did a horrible, awful thing. The end statement. No asterisks, no trying to couch it in something else, no trying to make any excuses. I did something bad. The end. And that allowed him to leave. Exactly, Blade Tamal. Now, again, as Plutonia points out, considering the fact that as of this moment in time, during Silent Hill 2, Alessa is currently dead, so the Eldritch Cthulhu-esque cult stuff isn't really active right now. It is entirely possible that this is like a default state, right? Does Angela leave? In the original, she does not. Oh, no! No! No, that's unacceptable. Yep. I'm good. We're moving on to the next game. That's it. We're done. We're done. Oh my god. And yeah, the light is timed. The light is timed. What are the leg monsters called? The mannequins? That actually hit me. That actually hit me. That's probably the first thing that's just been like, okay, nah. Just mannequins? Okay. Okay, so let's scooch out and try to find this thing. Oh my god. I don't like anything about this. No. Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The thing they did with it was just perfect. Yeah, could you clip that, Mr. Red? Because that's a clippable moment right there. Oh my god. She is welcome, Mr. Red's sister. Mrs. Red? No, that would be weird. Miss Red? No, that's still not quite right. So, notice we are facing otherworld enemies, by the way. You know what? Red sis. I like that. Red sis. Red is the denominative, not like Mr. So, your name has just been shifted, Mr. Red. Your name is no longer Mr., as it has been in my head for years. Your name is now Red, and you are Mr. Red, and she's now Red sis. And there's Red Mom, and you get it. You notice we still haven't found the damn spider mannequin. Hear it, and I had the radio going off earlier. Oh my god. Okay. Trying to get you out here. God, stop throwing up on me. Ugh, gross. That's right, time to keep crawling into holes now that we know there's spider-like creatures in this game. Reminds me of the only enemy that bothered me in Elden Ring. Can anyone guess it? I bet you can. It's pretty easy to guess. Yeah. The hands. crawling on the walls. Just to be sure. Yeah, there's just a picture of photo, or not, I use a, oh God, what do you use? Da Vinci? It's a big picture of Da Vinci, just... See, I'm not sure what mine would be, because, like, part of the point is, it's only the stuff you haven't already come to grips with. I've had some crap in my life, but I've also come to grips with most of it. That's why I'm capable of sitting here and being a sane, sensible person to you right now, you know? I was too, but, well... it depends, Jesse's mask. As everything is case by case. Having said that, yet another reason to forevermore veto any horror games. Spider negatives. My Silent Hill is just filled with Starfield. I think it also depends on just exactly how you use spiders in a horror game. In fact, fun fact, I'm having trouble thinking of a horror game that really uses spiders off the top of my head. Interesting. Oh, that's mean, Lord Harrimont. So for those of you who don't read chat, Lord Harrimont suggests that my Silent Hill would be me streaming with absolutely no viewers. I know what that feels like, too. It's a unique brand of, like, depressing and awkward. And just, you know, constant self-doubt. So I don't want to point this out. But we still haven't found the spider mannequin. Maybe I shouldn't mention that out loud, but it's true. Okay. Yeah, it is. I've actually pointed out before, depending on your metric, I'm actually in the top % of of streamers. Something I admit with pride, even though ultimately I understand that that's just because the ridiculous majority of streamers don't have an audience or an income. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Blake's call. No, I'm actually kind of lucky. I got in, I wouldn't say at the ground floor of streaming, but I got in pretty early as far as streaming goes. And I have a lot of you awesome people who can help carry me. Even when I have to take a day off, like I'm going to do Saturday. Yes, that's the... Oh my god, it's dark. It's dark. Hey, guys. I forget that this is there's actually a specific fear here. So you have a light, and you shine it out, and it returns nothing. In other words, There's nothing within lighting range for you to see, so you're just shining a flashlight into the abyss. Notice all the sound went away, too. All the ambiance. I mean, someday, Pika, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Red. True, Judo Joker. And Jesse's Mask is correct. I did have a YouTube fan base before I even started streaming. But yes, I have had an account since the Justin TV days. Not this one. Back in the day, you couldn't rename your account, so I just abandoned the Archie and Gaia account and transitioned over into the Lore Runner account. You got a Quack 1 and Quack 2. Done. No, it's an abyss, or it's a form of a fear of the unknown, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it's actually a true phobia. It probably shouldn't qualify as one. Why is the ground... Oh, it's mud. That's fine, I suppose. Remember, you could pick up to 3 things, Pika. Wow, that is an extremely small and pathetic TV tropes page. I suppose that's appropriate. I mean, makes sense, as it is. Pull ye but once on the rope's frayed end. Choose the one justified from the one damned. Seek out their tails, think about each sin. Well, let blind fate choose, let the judgment begin. And they're all numbered. Okay. Would anyone like to pick Pika's other 2 picks for them? Let's say the 3rd and 5th person who guesses. Or guesses, listen to me. Picks. So that's Dragon Age 4 and Shadow Heart's Covenant. Thank you again, Pika. Okay. So we've got the scales, we've got the gallows. And thank you, Nirazaz, for the sub. And as usual, if you'd like to pick up to 3 things, please let me know. Yeah, you can tell that's old, Judo Joker, because they reference my niece. Singular. No, I was just checking the map. Legitimately. Not 100% sure how to progress. And yeah, the name is listed as Archie and Gaia, which we haven't gone by for a really long time. Like, God. 2015, I want to say. Something like that. It was pretty much as soon as I decided to make this my full-time job, rather than just something I was doing for fun. I was like, yeah, I need to have a name that can be spelled and easy, and a name that can be said. Archie and Gaia may be unique, but it's not very marketable. There you go, 2015. So there you go. It's been just about 10 years. Yes, it is, Pika. I know it's not on the website yet. I haven't had a chance today to update the website, but it was added yesterday. I did, Nerazed. I even bowed and said thank you. But since you probably didn't see that, thank you, Nerazed. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, there they are. Hang on. So, Alundra, Resin Forbidden West, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. That's not even a frick. That's not even the spider. That's just a regular ass enemy. It's not the exploding version. It's just a regular ass enemy. Come here. Oh man, Alundra's gonna be terrible. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so we've checked each of the cells. We can't go there, we can't go there, we can't go there. That's waiting on that, and that's okay. I'm gonna phone a friend. Hang on. Let's glance at the walkthrough. Let's see. Toluca Prison. Here we go. Where's the chapel? Oh, there's the chapel. Yeah, not a lot of people discuss Saints Row 2. Probably because it got completely overshadowed by 3 and 4. It's a damn shame, because 2 was the last one that had some real effort put into the story axis. I don't believe you, Linnea Ruth. That is an exploder one. 4 had a pretty solid story, too, I would agree. 2's was interesting, though. 2 didn't really have the same levity that 4 does. I'd say 4 overall probably succeeds a bit better, though. The prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know. And so they dream blissfully, the sinners that they are. For no matter how foul and loathsome one existence may be, human nature abides. Oh man, a proper remake of Saints Row 2? So it's actually playable and doesn't involve jumping through really weird hoops in order to be co-op? So yeah, in case you missed it. Yeah, there's these are real things. Remaster of Saints Row 3. Oh, there it is. What is that? That is a syringe. Of course the chapel would have a syringe. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, that's how you get asses in seats right there. More or less, literally. And... oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So that's where your hand goes through. And then it goes onto the spikes. And then there's a lever there, and it's got a screw. You see it? It's a spiral. And so it gets slowly pressed down onto your hand, right about where your fingers are laying. And that's to keep your feet in. Nice place. Nice place. I'm gonna go the wrong way. Where am I? Hang on, I'm actually turned around. Did I try this door already? No, I have. Yeah, we're all about forgiveness. So let's torture you into confessing your sins. You've lost me. Oh, okay. So now the snake door's open. Okay, so snake was left. Oh, that sucks. What'd they do? Turn him into a Guardians of the Galaxy character? Wait, that's not Snake. That's not Snake at all! Where is it? Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, by the way, we still haven't met that spider. I mean, we keep hearing him as we walk through here. Okay, Snake is the next one. There. Too far. Too far, look. Too far. So let's see. I have to go hang out with one of these women. My options are a succubus, a drug addict, a toxic drug addict, I feel like adding, or 2 kids in a terrible game. Honestly, I might actually take the kids in that case. Better than the alternative. Find all guards effective immediately. It is absolutely mandatory for everyone to familiarize themselves with the revised generator maintenance manual. Though I remember what happened last time there was a spike, though I'm certain most of us would like to forget. We will not have another incident. Yeah, it's still sold, Mr. Red. GTA 4, Silent Hill 2, or Wolfenstein Youngblood. Easy pick. Oh my god, it really is that. Oh my, come on, game! It really is. It's a new enemy type using the mannequin's model. It's just the straight up crab. We're gonna call them crabs from now on. Crab mannequins. Crabikins? We'll be together soon. That's a good question, Lynero. Considering the state... Oh my god, there's two of them. Considering the state of mind that James was in when he came here... Oh, come on. Oh my god. They really do. They go straight up. Oh my god. It's entirely possible he's not capable of realizing he's in Silent Hill. My favorite part is the radio is still going off. It has been since I got into this section. Well, see, that's the funny thing. It's entirely possible that if you didn't accept, if you didn't embrace, you couldn't get out. Like, it's kind of a catch-22. You need to accept what you've done and who you are and get rid of your guilt and your sins and blah, blah, blah. In order to get out. But, like, it's not like that's the requirement. It's more like that's removing the obstacle, if that makes any kind of sense. Let me phrase that differently. The only thing really keeping you here, oh my god, is you. Luthor, when I was a kid, I used to torture spiders to death. And I don't feel guilty about it. That's actually a good question. I don't know. Like, it's entirely possible that if you completely no-sell this place, that it just, you bounce off of it, right? It's like, no, we're good. Okay, green, maintenance level, used to test before each use. Yellow is optimum, safe for operation. Red is danger, do not operate. Okay, so... Well, the doors are open. We have thrown open the gates of Oblivion. And rarely have I meant that quite as literally. Actually, yeah, what Dakota says is true. Most real-life electric locks have a hard failsafe. If the power goes, the lock disengages. It's actually a really basic functionality that a lot of fiction doesn't understand. It saw me. It saw me. It saw me. No, no, come back so I can kill you. Yeah, let me kill your buddy first. Damn it. Alright. Ah! Didn't even see you. Back off, back off. Okay. It's fine. Do I have any grenades on me? I could really use a grenade right about now.
Ah!
I think we're good. I probably should conserve my ammo. I really probably should. Come on! I would, Luthor, if I was programming this. Luthor likes stuff I don't, so obviously he'd like Silent Hill. likes the Mass Effect 3 ending, too. And Wolfenstein Youngblood. And Starfield. I think that's the one. I think that's the one from the beginning. Did I say one? Toxic women in gaming? Oh my god, how many of these things are there? Triss. She's toxic, but, I mean, she's also just a horrible person. Woo. Triss is from Witcher 1, 2, and 3. Took advantage of someone who lost his memory by essentially portraying herself as someone who was an ally, and then seduced him, and then slept with him. Note to medical staff. During the last state's execution, the prisoner assumed to have been disabled simply stood up and approached the chair without any assistance. From now on, take utmost care when reviewing the prisoner's medical history. Guards need to be made aware of how capable prisoners are to avoid any incidents. Hasn't gotten old to me, but then again, the fact that it's in my control is probably part of that. So, if you have to play one of these games for the rest of eternity, what do you pick? Starfield, which is boring and endless. FF14 1.0, which is the worst game ever made. Or Ride to Hell Retribution, which is at least a functional video game. I'll take RTH. Okay, so I think we're done here. Like, at least I can play Ride to Hell. It's also a relatively short game. I hope you enjoy it, Pillars of Snow. I hope you enjoy Federation Building. Oh, there's the ship crash, which we've actually already read about in the original. Exactly, Verlictum. It's functional. It's a video game where you hit a control and the button actually works. It's more than I can say for some games. So, the rifle. And a couple things of ammo. If I'd only play a randomizer. So hang on. Let me define the question here, Kid Fan. So in other words, I never get to play the base game again? Or is this just, I have to pick one of the two randomizers? Because that's kind of different. Okay, so I can never play the base game again of Super Metroid, Link to the Past, or Link Between Worlds. Oh. I guess I'd take Link to the Past of that. It's not a great option, but I don't want to lose Super Metroid. I really don't want to lose Link Between Worlds. Waste ammo on trash, but here we are. Oh my god. Where's the other one? I just saw it. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go slightly faster now. Just... Damn, I need more weight. Okay. Bull. Bull is over there. Okay. Yeah, this one he's just like ah! Yep, and that's why. Nope, 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 nope. That is a good question, Mr. Red. Oh my god, why are there so many spiders in this prison? Saw someone walking around post lights out. Again. Whichever one of you that was, do I need to remind you must never leave your post without prior clearance? Next time I catch you, I'm reporting you to the ward. Catch me if you can. Sure thing. Oh, thanks for the rope, Huthor. Ah! Bad to take. It is bad to take when they own. They said they own. When one does own, the other can't take, but I cannot own. Should the warden take? No, he shouldn't own again. I will take. I will own. Wait a minute. Does that mean the spiders were always part of the jailer's plan? Because I think that means the spiders were always the jailer's plan. And the jailer's plan was capitalism. That's extremely horrific, Dakota. I'm going to never think about that again. Thank you, Final Masa, for the sub. As always. And as usual, if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Claw weaponry. Okay. One game that never existed. Diablo Immortal. If I get to pick one game to never exist retroactively, I would pick Diablo Immortal. That's not true. I actually have a better example, but that's my first knee-jerk thought. Just eject that sucker from reality. Let's see. Disruption reported. Yet prisoner yelling about prisoner haunting him. Claims bars can't hold him. Performed precautionary search of C777 cell. No traces found of prisoner leaving a cell. Unsupervised. Recommend further psychiatric evaluation. Ugh. C490 and C777 missing from their cells. Alarm raised. Search in effect. Update. Bathroom door barred from the inside. Efforts made to get them open. We don't hear anything from the other side. See you around, Loke. Have a good day at work. See, the problem is, like, okay, so cell block D. The better option is to pick something that historically caused problems and then nuke that one, right? The problem is, if you nuke something bad, all that's going to happen is we're going to get a different and new bad, you know? So, for example, and I could point to the first game, I really put that in quote unquotes, that really got this ball rolling. Farmville. Farmville really opened a lot of people's eyes to how much money could be made off of nothing. Off of JPEGs and off of speeding up the process of progress and off of not putting the time and effort and work into actually making a video game. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, shoot. So that doesn't help as much as it could. That's a lot of syringes on that table. Or bench. Like a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just get out of here. So, So since we can't just get rid of something to improve gaming as a whole, the real question here... Oh, my God! I didn't even see where it went. Boils down to, what game do you have enough visceral hatred of to just nuke because screw it? So, spite. In other words, what's your spite game? R6. Overwatch. Fortnite. Counter-Strike. Yeah, I can see that. Undertale? Holy crap, man. Okay. Other M is another pick. WoW Shadowlands. That's a good pick. Dead Rising 4. Chrono Cross. No, I wouldn't do Chrono Cross. Even though Chrono Cross tried to do Chrono Trigger. Ew. Let's see. Postal 2. Oh, it's ahead of me. A shiv key. Shame you didn't find it. Shouldn't you know better? This place better than I do? Now it's too late. I'm going for a walk. Clever boy, here's your reward. I'm going to pay a visit to my friend. We could both use a bath. Okay. I do, Dakota. You'll notice I've stopped using them. Okay. Hey, Mr. Red, you're playing Spyro, and there's this platform with, like, a 1-up on it. The moment you jump onto the platform, it fades away, causing you to plummet to your death. That's player bait. Game reviews I regret. Silent Hill 2. No. No, it was still worth reviewing, Halo. He's coming, I know he is. The bars, the walls, they can't hold him. He'll get in, he'll get in. I still have time. I can make it almost through. He's close, I can feel it. He's coming to finish it. Let him come. Franbo was a review, that's true. I regret Franbo. There you go. Boom. Done. Easy answer. I suppose I could say the original FF15 run, but that's old and out of date and doesn't count. No. Enemies having a health bar is not a positive. Hi. Do I regret Enterprise? No, although I look forward to finishing the lore run someday. If I ever convince him to go back to it. Not really, Plutonia. It was a really good stream. We've probably had some of the most interesting game design and story design discussions we've ever had on this show during the Friend Bo stream. And by Friend Bo, I mean Starfield. Sorry. Same game, right? True, Uthor. Like, I've mentioned this before, but for those of you who weren't there for the Starfield stream, it was a unique case of having to discuss things that were so fundamental that we never had an opportunity to discuss them before, because it was the kind of stuff you'd learn in the equivalent of elementary school. Oh, of course not, Mr. Red. Yeah, Secret of the Stars was a great stream for the same reason. No, I think legitimately, the original FF15 stream was a terrible stream. And possibly Friend Bo are pretty much the big regret streams for me. Well, see, the interesting thing is not every terrible game is worth analyzing. Sometimes it's valuable and gives insight into what not to do and how things fail and screw up. And other times, it's just arduous. Did one of the lights just turn off? Yeah, Halo 1 was kind of miserable to go through. But it's not really a stream I regret, it was just a bad stream. Bit of a difference there. Yeah, exactly, Joe the Joker. It's also one of the reasons I tend to regret the idea of streaming Souls-like games. Because those games can lead to long moments of just being stuck for extended periods of time. There's nothing engaging about being stuck for an extended period of time. Bug alert. No. No! That was 4 button presses, by the way. Yes, all the enemies that were dead in the area are now alive. This is my shocked face. Let's go, let's go. I even saw that come. That's why I was stomping on him as I went. As if that would change anything. Oh, that's bad. Actually, that's bad. 2 nurses? Oh god, 2 nurses and a baneling. Just run. Just run. Okay. Oh god, there's a 3rd nurse with a steel chair! Die! Oh my god. Why do you have so much health? did you come from? I don't regret that stream, as, I mean, let me walk that sentence back. I feel bad for the person who pretty much single-handedly funded that. That was Venters. Okay, so. We're good, right? Okay. It was discouraging. Yeah, they were doing ritual murder, and there was like this one guy who kept escaping and kept chasing the other guy, and they locked each other in the. He said, you know, we should go take a shower, and here we are. And they locked each other in the bathroom, and I guess that's it. I don't know if there's anything more to that. Okay, this door's a no-show. Alright. Here, Mr. Red. My niece, my youngest niece, was watching Scooby-Doo when I was heating up lunch. I had a weird kind of random thought while she was doing so. For those of you not aware, the principal plot of every single episode of Scooby-Doo, the old one, is exactly the same. Oh my god, there's a monster terrorizing people! Surprise, it's actually a real estate agent. The true evils of the world. Now, I'm not actually exaggerating, that really is the formula. But here's the interesting part. The formula relies on people, like the NPCs, the characters on a per-episode basis, being absolutely terrified of some guy in a rubber suit and like a Wolfman mask or whatever, like, you know, something like that, right? And I found myself wondering, considering how much those people get freaked out over something so minor, what do you think those people would think if they went into Silent Hill and saw all this nonsense? For God's sakes. Sorry, give me a second. Hello? Sorry, hang on. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. Okay, so we've done the bull, we've done the snake. Let's see if we can do the boar. There we go. That was easy. So boar is north. Incident in the infirmary. Assault of medical staff. Attempt to steal medication. Situation under control. Rumors of disease among the prisoners. Report to administration. Had a coughing fit. Report to medical staff. Nice place. Yeah, man. I haven't had time to see it. Oh, Mr. Red, sorry. I saw that it exists. I haven't actually seen it yet. Alright. Guards think we're lepers now. Don't know why, but they stay away. I don't complain. Yeah, this is the visitation area. End up cutting off early, which would really suck, but whatever. Not a lot I can do about that. So that's a nurse. I can tell because she's suffocating. Because, you know, we have to be as perfectly horrible as is humanly possible. And unfortunately, humans can be pretty horrible. No. Mr. Red. Hi, Valivaldo. Sorry, one sec. I'm dealing with something here. I really don't want to waste the ammo on that. Yeah, Last of Us has an actual honest... Like, I would call Last of Us a stealth game. That's its primary genre and focus. Reap what you sow, huh? Nah, I'm good. He locked himself in, took the key. None of the COs got a spare, but I know that there is one. He's going nuts over the disease. See if the head nurse doesn't have it. Thinks he's safe up there. He'll get what's coming. He's gonna get what's coming to him. Whatever that is. Oh God, it's a knife one. It's a knife nurse. Yep, it's a nurse. The gag works better written. Oh, for God's sakes. So we might not be streaming either part of or all of tomorrow either, which basically guarantees we won't be finishing this game until Sunday. Guards keep the distance from prison all the time. Any attempt approaching the guards, the prisoner will be met with immediate disciplinary action. Prisoners confined to their cells until further notice. Cute. You like... sometime tomorrow, like, forgive me for sounding irritated, but I'm getting really vague information. It's really frustrating me as I'm like... Other people don't seem to understand what the concept of a schedule is. Or the fact that, you know, them giving me vague answers means I have to block out more time than they're asking for. Wasted time. Repeat examination report. None of the examined show any clinical sign or symptom of a life-threatening illness, contagion, or otherwise. The recommended endurance tests were also performed. Results have been submitted directly to the warden. And to clarify the wasted time thing, too, because I'm sure a lot of you sympathize with this as well. Because it's time that, like, you can't commit to anything big, right? So you can't sit down and actually do anything with that time, serious or sincere. And anything small enough, you may or may not even have available to do, never mind be interested in at the time. Like, you're pretty much just being told, go twiddle your thumbs. Anyways. Yeah, at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and just say there will be no stream Friday and there will be no stream Saturday. Because I have no idea what their availability is, and I don't want to get all set up and ready to go for a 20-minute or a 10-minute or even a 1-hour stream. Ugh. Whatever. It'll be done. It'll be over with. That'll be the good part, getting past it. So I think it wants me to go there next. Then... who would ever put, like, melted wax or something like that in a horseshoe? God, what a dumb solution to a puzzle. Anyways. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll spend my time getting caught up on updating the document. I'm actually pretty far behind on it. I haven't had time lately to really sit down and collate my thoughts. The review doc. Yeah. So that's the goal. Get past this prison today. Do you mind? Think we're gonna make it? Think we can get past the prison? I'm not sure we can. feel like he's trying to say something. Kicks, maybe? I don't know. Absolutely, Mr. Red. He will die instantly. Oh my god, they're out of kicks. I don't know. I don't think Silent Hill 2 would really work on the PlayStation 2. I mean, how would you even do the fog? I mean, I would say yes, but of course that's going to be up to opinion. Yeah, I remember looking into the making of Resident Evil 4 when I was discussing Devil May Cry. And yeah, they had to really pull out the hacksaw for that one. Especially since it was going to come out on the GameCube as well. I guess this way? And I'll tell you one way the original is definitively better. It's shorter. I actually don't know. I've only ever really played the GameCube version and the PC version at this point. Death to long games. With the name Fire Emblem. You might be amused by this, Ross. I've sincerely considered looking into emulating the Switch just for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Wondering why? It's because I found some cheat codes for it in an emulator. Oh yeah, that sounds like hell. Alright, so we need boar? Bird? I think we need bird. Makes sense. So let's go bird. I was actually thinking about what route we do when we get there. Oh, come on, game. That's interesting. Actually, it looks like I am missing a weight. Man, let me double check. This is what we're supposed to do here. Let me double check. Ugh. Okay, we got the heaviest weight, yeah, medium weight, hunting rifle, block TV, the shift key, heavyweight, upper floor key, lightweight, lightest weight, which requires the dove, yeah, so yeah, no, I'm right, I can be down myself. Dove engaged. I didn't say that, Yura, but a lot of other people did. I actually don't know anything about Blooper Team. I'm pretty sure this is the first game of theirs I've played. It does have spider mannequins. Yeah, the number of people I've had tell me that they like Silent Hill 2 without having played it is up to 4. And that's not a lot, but it's kind of strange that that's that recurring of a thing at all. I commented on that during the actual run of the original PS2 version. Well, there's the weight. Oh my god. The walls are spiked, and the ground has nubs on them. Like that. Like the ground is just... Yep. So if you don't understand the significance of that, as weird as that may sound, it would be easier to put the spikes on the ground, right? But by making them nubs, it actually hurts more because there's no possibility of ever relaxing. You cannot physically unclench here. You can't sit, you can't lie down, and you can't even lean against the wall because the spike's there. Those nubs on the ground are also very similar to what hostile architecture looks like in real life. So if you wondered why they do that, that's why. Shortcut get. No. Just gonna leave. Just gonna leave. Probably Mr. Red. I mean, this exact game is already pretty close to that. Not quite there. This is still more dungeon crawlery than anything, but it's got some of the bones. Thing is, I'm not sure survival horror. Like, I was just thinking horror. Like, survival horror? It is quite popular, Ira. Arguably one of the most popular genres overall. Ow. I had a couple of books and no bleach cloths. Familiar. Hold on. What? Game? Correct, Ira. Me and my friends tried playing several Far Cry games, co-op. 2 of them specifically, and decided we never wanted to do that again, so we walked away from the franchise. In the interest of not wasting time, because I do want to finish the prison today, let's go ahead. Phone a friend. Another thing this game does right, this is a really, really minor thing, but it just occurred to me. Toggle between whether you want to sprint or not. That is to say, it's an option to toggle. Sorry, I should be more clear about that. If you want to hold down sprint, or if you want to just tap sprint, it's up to you. Yeah, I can't wait for the labyrinth. Sarcasm is a form of saying something that one does not truly mean. There's the wait. I'm so sorry, I couldn't let them take you. And now you're still there, aren't you? Okay. 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 I'm gonna go. Oh, I have to. I wonder if the version we're playing has the Jill sandwich line in it. Most fun co-op experience. Oh, geez, I don't know. I've been playing co-op games since I was a kid. I don't think I could just pick one. You gotta narrow it down. You're talking like 35 years of co-op. I actually have played Monster Hunter co-op. It's what convinced me to never play Monster Hunter again. It's lighter than it was last time. Okay, so now we need to get the sword in the middle. What single-player game do I most want to be co-op? Final Fantasy XIV. That's a joke answer, but it's kinda not. Alright, execution lever. Yeah, having played 20xdx and 30xdx, yeah, I would love some good co-op in that. Oh, geez, most want to be a co-op. That's actually tough, because there's a bunch of games I'd love to be co-op. Like Final Fantasy VI is a great example. Chrono Trigger. Yes, I know technically FF6 has co-op. Chrono Trigger, obvious answer. Mega Man X1, any Mega Man game, really, but Mega Man X1, Mega Man 5, Mega Man 11. There was one recently, I'm trying to remember what it was, that I couldn't believe it wasn't co-op. Hang on. Yeah, all the Zeldas. Like every Zelda, especially the good Zeldas. It would involve a total overhaul, that's the thing, but, well, there's no way to just do it. Well, the way you just do it is you do what FF6 actually does have for co-op, which is just eh. A lot of Mario games would be good co-op too. I know that because the Mario games that have co-op are pretty awesome. Metroid co-op. They tried that. They did a terrible job of it. I still think the concept would work. Okay, hang on. This one clenched his fist and had pulled no punch. This one dared to take his own mother's life. This one broke the lock to steal you, I'll tell you plain. Hallowed was the place this one set ablaze. This one took from others 'twas a sinful deed. This one he did kidnap his beloved daughter. In a fit of anger, bloody end he brought her. So. Come on, game. Oh yeah, every BRPG, 100% of them. I mean, one of the things me and Pax enjoy so much about Fallout 76 is it's a co-op Fallout game. Yeah, ESO, same thing. Co-op Bethesda game, or co-op Elder Scrolls game. This one dared to take his own mother's life, did it for pleasure, not just over a strife. Jesus. Nice guy. I mean, in fairness, adding co-op to a BRPG would be a substantial thing, but I still think it's worthwhile. Choose the one justified from the damned. I don't know. Two, I suppose? One or two. We'll go with two, though. And we're dead. It's okay, we went down out of the hole. It's the way he would have wanted to go. And yeah, I know Dark Souls co-op is good, because every time I experience it, it makes the experience a lot better. Go figure. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, exactly, Legival. We also saw that in Code Vein, if you remember. And when we played Elden Ring. And when we played several Dark Souls games on camera. Still 3 inputs. Luigi's Mansion 3. I know it's a weird example, but that totally should be a co-op game. And I know there's a co-op mode, but you know what I mean. Deeper and deeper. At some point, this is going to stop being a good idea. Potentially Anastasia descent. Gems must give in to the darkness deep within by lunging deeper and deeper into the dark, deep earth. Until he... Oh, I think we're in the other world. I think we're in Rustland. And thus we go even deeper into his mental psyche. That would be cool too for us. Especially if it was properly co-op and the forces weren't arbitrarily and artificially forced to fight each other for no good reason. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, honestly, Breakfast Lamper. Like, the prison was in a bad shape, but how much of that is because it's the other world or not? The thing is, usually it's rusty, not just decrepit. Like, you know, like this. And... Huh. Okay. And we have just entered the labyrinth, so we can officially say that we're done with the prison. This also means we're about to see the part of the game that's going to officially lose me, too. If it's like the original game. Well, we did it, though. We beat the prison. That was my goal for the day. Now we're in bonus points territory. I'm about to lose 2 days of streaming. God damn it. All the newspapers, God. I have no map, I just noticed that. Okay. Need a map anyways.
Please. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
Angela? Angela, it's me.
No, please. Daddy!
Okay. I think I'd prefer that, actually, Virgil.
Aren't you sick? Care of you all these years. What I did? Look at me!
Did you notice that Angela's Silent Hill is creeping in more and more as we go through the boss level? And yeah, it is actually rather overt. It is literally a monster that is wrecking and destroying a home. Nothing wrong with that, just, you know. Overt.
Nothing. No one cares. Best for you. What you want.
That screams boss arena.
Angela. It's okay. Calm down.
Don't order me around!
I'm not. It's okay. It's over.
Don't even try.
Try what?
Like you don't know. I see what you're doing. It's always the same with you. You're only after one thing.
Angela, please.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead. Say it. Or you could just force me. Like he always did. You disgusting pig. I hate you. I hate you.
Angela, I don't know who you think I am, but I don't want to hurt you. I just want to get my Mary back.
You're Mary. Your own little Mary. At least she was. For a while.
What?
Admit it. You didn't want her around anymore.
No.
You probably found someone else.
No!
I need to find my mama.
I never.
Well, that just happened. Boss fight was fine. It's the same basic rhino slash ox slash big guy boss fight we've seen 1,000 times in video games. Ugh, now the labyrinth proper. And now, anywhere else at all. No, okay, for real, like, what? Strange wall. That's not what I would jot that down as, James. Yep, okay, can't seem to go through. Hello? Okay. I guess we should save, so we never have to do that section again. Wow, we actually found a hole. 2 crows for James. That is impressive. That is a first. Yeah, it's a bunch of mannequins that are like disintegrating as they flail. Really like the mannequin motif for some reason.
Maria! I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
Not at all, silly.
But the thing... It stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before. Don't you remember?
James? Honey? Did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
Doesn't matter who I am. I am here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Well. If you happen to make up your mind, I'll be waiting.
I'll find some way to... I'll come back, I promise.
I do like gimmicks. Or wait, no. The opposite of that. It depends on if they're well done or not. Oh, that's great. This is... I should have expected this. Oh, I've noticed that too, Blade to Fall. Part of that's probably because he's just more humanized and thus more human, and we generally consider that to be a positive trait. He obviously does care. In fact, he has demonstrated care for every single person he's interacted with so far. Something the original did not, because the original didn't demonstrate anything. Hey, are you okay while you're throwing up in that toilet there? What are you talking about? I'm fine. Okay, I just wanted to check. Hey, I'm looking for my wife. Ugh, Nick. Exactly, Dame Celeste. Yeah, I don't know, Lord Harriman. I'm kind of curious. Honestly, we'll see, because I'm curious how much of the twist is retained at all. No, I was right. There it is, right there. So... yeah, there we go. Yes, that's the thing. If you remember, the original offered for 3 possible interpretations. He was guilty to the point of insane. He accepted what he, who and what he was, and because he did something out of a combination of grief and love. Or, he was a terrible person. It's harder to see this James as just a terrible person. Like, original James, honestly, it's not that hard to look at him and say, yep, serial killer. Just immediately. Something wrong with that boy. Does it have to be bugs? Does it have to be lots and lots and lots of bugs? The real question is going to be if the original endings are retained. Okay, shut up. How much of a terrible person is he going to be in the terrible person ending? Gun, game. I can shoot down the rope. Yeah, exactly, Plutonia. Whoops. I love how this area is called the Rotten Area, by the way. Because, screw you, basically. Bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Nobody bothered by bugs. It's a good time to not watch the stream. move because they keep stun locking me. Go away. Okay, I can look at my map. Looks like I was accidentally thorough. The ones what? Here. Oh, the zones. I guess. I don't remember Guild Wars 1 being really big on zone design. In fact, I remember it kind of having overly bad zone design. It's one of the reasons I suggest most people don't even bother doing side quests and just go do, you know, the MSQ and nothing else. Speaking of which, I recommend you do the MSQ and nothing else. James, no. No. James. James. Okay, so we got some lighter fluid. From the extremely rancid fridge. Bug warning. You do. Wait, no, I actually didn't want to do that. Cool. Let's go back through the bug hole. Oh yeah, we need to base Delta Zero like this entire place. The whole thing, top to bottom. No nothing left. Just be done with it. But Lore, we have to take out the entire planet. So be it. Jedi. That's a locked door. Okay, cool. Okay. just means the light of my frickin' flashlight going out slowly. Actually, I was specifically following the blood trails. Although I guess that's the same general difference, isn't it? Follow the blood, follow the walls. So, okay, we have what used to be a bed. Rather severely sliced down the middle. Alright, James. You know what you want to do. You freaking weirdo. James has many problems. So many problems. Alright, that's why he's here. Instead of literally anywhere else. Like, literally. Anywhere else. At this point, I would take the surface of the sun over this. Short, but memorable. No, James. 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 James! Oh, thank God. We're safe for now. got the lighter. Yeah, couldn't possibly have used anything else for this. Get into that adventure game logic here. Hey, look, James, it's your favorite thing. I mean, you know that's what's about to happen. Double check the map. There's one place we didn't check. Let's go check there really quick. Fleshy bobs and metal frames. That's just Warhammer 40k, isn't it? None of them. All for nothing. I mean, I was thinking about the geography earlier. Like, so, you know, there's the town, right? And we go into the visitor center, and then we go down a hole. And then we go down another hole, and then another hole. And then there's the prison area. Then we go down, like, a couple more holes. Then there's, you know, Angela's nightmare. And then we go down another hole, and now we're in the labyrinth. Like, we're pretty far down. I commented on this last time, too. And we're still going down. Well, there's a bunch of reasons why I signed, but the biggest reason was I was really sick of the game and didn't want to play it anymore. I'll be very honest about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, none of this is actually here at all. Okay. So, we have accomplished nothing. Go check the... Oh, nope, strange wall is still strange. Mannequin wall is still mannequin. Cool. Well, the signal's gone. Or the signal. Jesus Lord. The thing indicating where to go forward is gone. I actually don't know, Mr. Road. I don't know what this one is. I don't even know if Before a Wish is even in the remake at all in any format. This is a relatively recent remake, isn't it? Did this just come out like 2 years ago? Something like that. Oh wow, last year, excuse me. That's much more recent than I thought. See you around, Sean. I do hope the surgery goes well. Collected. Desolate area map. Of course, we're back to the spider mannequins. Why wouldn't we be? Is there a game where I enjoyed the realism? There's one I want to play that I hope I will enjoy the realism of. I actually got to look up the name of it, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Here we go. Oh god, it looks like I don't have it listed here. Is that it? No. Hang on. So I gotta add this to the list. Gran Turismo. Actually, yeah. A lot of simulator games kind of fall into that category. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Give me a second. There it is. Roadcraft is the name of the game. That's a game I look forward to enjoying the realism of. Did I save? I don't remember. Road. As in something you drive on. Craft. That's a co-op game, which is why I haven't tried it yet. It's also not out yet. That's the other reason. Game? Oh, there's a thing in the way. Okay. It's like, game? You gonna let me? No? Okay. What? Boy, I sure hope there's nobody with a giant scissors down here. That would be awful. Yeah, simulation's a bit of a gradient. I would say the Gran Turismo games qualify enough to qualify as sim games. At least the ones I've played, which is the one of the PS2 and the one of the PS3. You know what? You can run. I'll allow that. Having to handle things like tire weight and what kind of air you use, and you know, the exact length you push your shocks to, and having to handle turning without spinning out constantly. Yeah, how you corner. I think that qualifies enough to qualify as a sim game. Now the Need for Speed I played, that was a little bit more arcadey. Still fun, by the way. I still enjoy a good arcade racing game. Now we're in the flooded level. So there's the desolate, the rotten, and the flooded. power fantasy that he draws from, or the power fantasy we get for playing as him? So we play as him, we get to play as someone who is completely mentally deranged. Not in a fun, zany way. Let no joyful voice be heard. Let no one look up under the sky with hope. Let's be a little thorough before we go up that. Yeah, I've seen a couple of, I don't know what to call it, like hard sims out there. Hard sim games are definitely their own little category of thing. As far to the right end of the spectrum as they feel like they can get away with. I really liked The Crew, the first one. It had fun races. I actually liked the totally not United States. Strange as that sounds. I actually liked the story, the campaign mode, for what it was. That looks familiar. Oh no, the US was great presented if you've heard of the United States from someone else who's heard of the United States who tells you to it through Google Translate. You stay over there, you stay alive. That's the rules here. Okay, you weren't listening, so now you're dead. Well, good news, you can't play The Crew now. And Ubisoft is currently fighting off, and has been for several months now, fighting off a lawsuit about that. I really hope they lose. Not because they don't have a case. Actually, interestingly enough, they do have a bit of a case. But because if they win, that's going to set some very unpleasant precedent. Good news, Evo. You missed the bad part. Congrats. That's 2 times you've done it now. That's not even a jab. I'm really happy. If you had popped in during the bad part, I would have told you to leave. Now we're just dealing with spiders. Spider mannequins. That's nothing. So this is the desolate area, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're in the desolate area. It was bad enough that I will not describe it out loud. That's all I'll say on the matter. Okay, so... I know, Mr. Red, it's kind of bonkers. But here we are. The good news is that Ubisoft is being sued in a California court, which means there's a chance that'll go in the way of the customer. I kind of wish it was a French court because, you know, the French are a little bit more likely to lean that way, at least historically speaking, towards the way we want them to. Oh, you son of a... Yeah, also Ubisoft is primarily a French company. What's funny is, so my brother-in-law works with a lot of French people, and oh, are they? Nice one, Volkswagen. And there's a recurring thing about how hard it is to fire someone who's a French worker once they've got a proper job. And so my brother-in-law immediately said, "Oh man, how much of a problem is that?" To which the guy said, like, none at all. Instead of the at-will nonsense we have to deal with over here. Okay. Key. Got it. Shortcut. Hole. You know we love those holes. What really makes me worry is this place seems relatively small compared to the previous labyrinth, which scares me. Because it makes me think there's like another 3 sections of the labyrinth after this. I've been fired for having been hit by a car before, truck. Before. You ever want to know what it's like living in the United States? That's what it's like living in the United States. I got run over by a truck, and so obviously could not come in for work, and so I was fired for it. Back here, spider. Mannequin. Left it alone. I would have let you live. I think the real reason behind these enemies, Platonia, is as an ammo tax, because you really want to kill those at ranged. Is the cloud. I'm not saying that makes it better, it's just I think that's their purpose. It's probably the only one of the new enemy designs I don't care for. For the most part, I'm with it. Let's go ahead and unlock this to the map, just in case I need it. So what part of James's tortured psyche do you think this area, like, has anything to do with? Because it's just... like, because I'm pretty sure we are still, if not literally in the overworld, other world, excuse me, then, like, otherworld adjacent. Like, let's see, what is this called? The Desolate, the Flooded, and hang on. What was the other one? Rotten. That was the other one. You missed the Rotten area, Evo. Be glad for that. I'll give you a hint. Bugs. I'm gonna need to shower for a week after I finish this game. Not really, Verlicton. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more physical exercise in my days, but I just don't have time for it. Good night, Lunaris. Try to get some rest. Preferably good rest. Are we locked? We're locked in. Okay. Good news is we're functionally in the second to last dungeon. So we'll probably beat this game Sunday. Bugs. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that speaks for itself, doesn't it? want to go bowling? I know a place. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. Okay, is that cool? I used to love bowling. It's been a while though. A lot of bowling joints shut down in the States over time. At least where I used to live. I was never very good at bowling, but I was good enough to enjoy it. You know, good enough to not get gutter balls every single swing, or to not require the, what do you call those, the foam things they put in the gutters? Can't remember what those are called. Bumpers. I am still pretty low on ammo. Jeez. And we do have a boss coming up, if this is anything like the original at all. And spoilers, I actually double-checked earlier, just to see how far we have left in the dungeon, to see how much we can get done today. And there is still definitely a boss coming up. The wire cutters. Where's the... Oh god, where was it? There they are. So I need... this one. Or what? That can't be right. No, that's right, that's right. Good night, Lord Harriman. Be well. Be well. You know, what thing's running through James's head right about now? Since this is such an interpretive game. Do I seriously have to go all the way around? Wait, no, this won't lead there. Damn it, I'm dumb. In this version, it's ice cream, so that's even weirder. How did he get that ice cream from? Oh, I'm trapped now. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll go the only way I can currently go then. You know, I didn't even notice that at first with Fusion Bolt. It wasn't until I was getting the thumbnail that I was like, oh, hey. How long has that been there? And the answer is always. Okay, so 2. Nope. 2. There we go. 2 goes there. That leads over to 5. 5 leads me there. Okay, Jesus. I think I took a wrong turn, because this is more backtracky than these dungeons usually are. So, two doors. This this way. This way, I think. This is 2. This is 2. Perfect. Okay. Up. Up, up, up. Okay. And I want 5, right? Yeah. So, this is gonna be a bit of a trip. Nice, Eva. Whoever gets to play that is probably gonna have a lot of fun with it, given how good your first one was. God, hang on. Yes, no, this is right. That's right. Okay, this should be 5. Yes, okay, so when we get down there, we're going to go back into Pyramid Land with Nameless Baron, who is, in fact, Pyramid Head himself. Okay, so when I get to 5... full. Oh, okay. Thank you for the sub. As always. That's true. There you go. There's my pretentious analysis. As you can see, we keep digging down and down to symbolize the Mary that he believes is dead. We'll put that towards Pokemon Violet, Yakuza Kiwami 2, and Buckshot Roulette. And the time has come to go even further down, Mon. I need to say this prisoner. See your Pyramid Head. Tell him hi. Bug warning. Alright, This is actually funny. I really did do a wrong turn. It was because I was fleeing Pyramid Head. That's actually funny. No bonus scissors? Good night off deep run. Okay, so we're gonna go right. Avoid this guy entirely. We're gonna avoid all the bugs. None of these bugs exist. Okay, yeah. Go this way. Depends on where you ask here, but in several places it is in fact a crime to attempt suicide. Okay. I have never eaten bugs, and God willing, I never will. No. No, James. James. Buddy. Okay, hang on. How many holes down is this? It was 1, and then it was the 2 in a row. And then there was, like, the 1 in the prison. And then the 1 after the boss. And then the 1 earlier up. And then, are we at 7 or 8? I'm actually losing this. As you can see, he continues to dig himself further down into the pit. Now what? Wait, this is going to be the boss, isn't it? No, we're back here at the center of the labyrinth. What? Yep, we jumped down to get to the place we jumped down from. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think we've officially started violating physics a little. Okay, hang on, hang on. Oh my god. I was really hoping to get through the labyrinth before I had to cut off for the night. It looks like we might not. Because, like, okay, so rotate the cube, go through an entire other area, and then... And, yeah, and I'm out of time. And I'm out of time. So. What that means is that I will be seeing you all Sunday for more of this.